Hello, Vincang. Hello. Hello.
Hello, teacher.
Okay, I'm very sorry because the electricity just came back. That's why I'm late for 6 minutes. Sorry to keep you waiting, Vincang. Okay, so how are you today?
Um, Fine, thanks.
Okay, that's nice. So what did you do today, Vincang?
Eat my breakfast.
Yeah.
And play with my cousin and my little brother. Then I
You
had
play.
my morning class,
Yes.
and then I eat my
What? Hello, Vin.
and then I take a nap. Yes.
Can you hear me clearly?
After yes, I'm hear you clearly.
Yeah, because it says here that Vincang's network bandwidth is low. I think your internet right now is a bit low. Okay, so how's
Let me
the
change my network.
yes?
Let me change my network to
You mean your netbook?
I said that I changed my network.
Your network. Okay, you can do that one.
Okay,
Done?
done.
Okay. So how's well city, Vincang?
In my city, weather is sunny.
Ah, okay, same here in our city, Vincang. It's very hot and a bit sunny too. Okay. So,
Okay.
can you see my screen now?
Yes, I'm seeing the screen now, but it's not clearly.
What?
I said that I see your screen now, but it's not clearly.
What can you see in my screen? Can you see any letters?
Uh, yes, but it's not clearly much, so I can't read it.
Okay. Let me share it again because in my screen it's only white. Everything in my screen right now is white. Okay, let me open your book. Did I give you homework last time?
Yes, you did.
Okay, so are you done with your homework?
Yes, I'm done.
Okay, can you please submit your homework? By the way, where did you write your homework, Vincang?
My notebook.
Okay, very good. Can you please submit? What would you like? Would you like to write your homework or just take a picture of it and you can send it to Zalo? Or you can also recite or you can read your homework. What would you like?
I would like to. Let me think.
What?
I said, let me think to what to do.
Okay.
I think that I'm. Mm, I think that I will write my homework.
Okay, so you can write. And where would you like to send? In Zoom?
Yes, in Zoom.
Okay, so I'll wait for you, Vinkang. You can write now.
Teacher, when I define the gymnastic and gymnast, uh, what I write in Vietnamese, I just write the meaning in English or something.
Yes, you use English language to define gymnast and gymnastics. Because when you write it in Vietnamese, teacher cannot understand you. Yeah, because I don't know how to speak and how to read Vietnamese. I just use Google Translation when somebody will send me a message through Vietnamese language. Okay, so you can use English Vin. Okay, very good, Vin. So now I want you to read your definition for gymnastic.
Gymnastics is the sport that the performers use the special equipment to perform.
Very good. And what is gymnast?
Gymnasts that are trained to who train gymnastics.
Yes, that is correct. Or a person who also perform the sport gymnastic. Okay, very good. So you use gymnast in a sentence.
My teacher is a good gymnast.
Very good. And you, how about gymnastic?
I like to do gymnastics.
Okay, great job, Vin. Thank you for doing your homework. And for that, you got a terrific star from Teacher AM. Okay, so that is great. So you really learned something from our previous vocabulary. And I'm very happy to see that one, Vin. Okay, kindly look at my screen. Can you see my screen clearly or no?
I can't see your screen clearly.
Okay, so I will take a photo again of this one and I'll send it to you in Zalo. Okay, view profile. I sent you a request in Zalo, Vin, so that you can accept me because I'll send it privately.
Okay.
Yeah, let me take a picture of this one. This here. Print screen. Wait for a moment. By the way, do you celebrate Christmas, Vin?
Not yet.
But what do you do during Christmas with your family? Do you celebrate it or no, just a regular day?
Mm, yes, my mom celebrate it.
I see. So what do you do during Christmas, Vin?
Gathering with my family and eat, have some games. And
Yeah. Okay, that's good because there are also Vietnamese people who are celebrating Christmas. Because some of my students are still, they don't celebrate Christmas. I don't know what's the reason behind it, but they will still go to school during Christmas. Okay, so did you see the photo that I sent to you in Zalo?
not yet.
Wait, here. I already sent it to you, Vin.
Let me
Can you?
check.
Yes.
Hmm. Okay, sorry.
Okay, so now, can you please, let's practice reading this one, okay? Can you please read this one, Vin?
Man, I'm trying to Maria. I'm talking to Maria Anderson, a 16-year-old champion gymnast. Maria, have you always been being a gymnast?
I
I got
got
interested on it. I got interested when I was 8. I loved running and jumping, and my teacher said that I would be good at sports. Mm, I read books about gymnasts who took part in the Olympics, and her life seemed very hard. And then I went to watch a gymnast event with my dad and saw a gymnast action. And I thought I'd like to do that. Did you realize immediately you would be a champion? I tried too hard at the beginning. I'm very competitive and was in a hurry to learn the moves. I made so many mistakes. I nearly gave up. Even uh, even I won prize at event in my town. I didn't think I'd ever be really good. But a famous coach saw me doing floor exercise and said he would give me lesson, and I knew I could get to the top. I hope you've done amazingly well since then. Has success changed you? I hope not. And growing up, getting experience, but basically, I think I'm the same. My coach say the best athletes are sensible. They don't let success make a difference to them as people. And I think that's true for me. And it's just my mom and dad worry about me. I wish I could lead more than wait, wait, no, more normal life. What about school? Can you keep up with all the children? I go to sports center at 5:30 every morning practice. So I've been walking for 3 hours before I even get to school. I was hard at first. I felt really tired, but I'm used to it now. I can rest during the lunch break instead of being with my friend. Lessons are alright, but I can't stay up late or go parties. Do you have time for hobbies? Well, I travel lots of events in other countries and I listen to music on plane. I hope I get a chance to go to a concert someday and I like movies, but not cartoons. But that film me when I'm performing a competition and put together videos on my website, which is fun. What does your room at home look like? I got poster covering every wall. Uh, Mostly of singer and bands. The best thing is a photograph of me shaking hands with my hero, a fantastic Russian gymnast I met last year. Oh, and I've got all my cups and prizes in the glass case. It's a bit embarrassing.
Okay, very good, Vinkang. So thank you for reading the story of Maria. Okay, so far I can see that you are a great reader and a fast reader. Okay, here's my question. Did you understand the story about Maria?
Yes, I understand.
Okay, very good. So that's the important part. So here, Bintang, while you are reading, I heard three words. Oh no, that is two words that you mispronounce. And the other two word is you pronounce it. No, the intonation of that word is different from the original intonation. Okay, so I want you to repeat after teacher. You say this one. These are the mispronounced words. You say realize.
Realize
Very good. Next, immediately.
immediately.
Great job. Okay, so this and this one, you say met.
Met.
Okay, not meet. Because when we say meet, that is the present tense. Met is the past
The
tense.
past tense. Okay.
Yes, that is correct. Okay, next you say embarrassing.
Embarrassing.
Okay, very good. So it was just the intonation that is not correct. Okay, so far, all in all, that is still a great job for you in your reading skills. Okay, so did success change Maria?
No,
Why?
because uh, uh, because is sensible.
Yes, that is correct, Bintang. Okay, so now, before we proceed with the next slide, do you have any question to me?
No, I don't have any question.
Okay, so let's proceed here in our part 3. So this is questions 14 to 19. You will hear a school teacher talking to a group of students about a national poetry competition. For each question, fill in the missing information in the numbers space. Okay, so as you can see on the right side, this is the poetry competition. Okay, so by the way, what is a poetry? Do you know?
That is. I know what it means.
Yeah.
That is a sentence that I don't know how to say it.
Ah, yes, but I can also sense, Bintang, that you know what is the meaning of poetry. Okay, so these are sentences. Okay, we can, when we say poetry, these are poems. Okay, a lines that is something very beautiful or graceful. Okay, so here, what is this one?
Teacher, I can see the screen clearly now.
Okay, very good. So you will hear a school teacher talking to a group of students about a national poetry competition. It can fill in the missing information in the numbered space. Okay, so now, Vinkang, let's listen to the school teacher who is talking about a poetry competition for the group of students. And you're going to fill in the missing words in numbers 14 to 18. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, so now let's listen. Take note, I will let you listen twice, but if you can listen effectively once and you got the answers, you can tell teacher AM so that I can stop and check your answers immediately. Okay, so now let's listen.
Okay.
Now turn to part 3, questions 14 to 19. You will hear a school teacher talking to a group of students about a national poetry competition. For each question, fill in the missing information in the numbered space. You now have 20 seconds to look at part 3.
Từ đấy mình thấy câu đầu tiên rồi. Từ đó mình thấy câu đầu tiên rồi.
Now we are ready to start. Listen carefully. You will hear the recording twice.
Now could everyone sit down, please? I've got an important announcement to make. As you know, the national school poetry competitions that we usually enter are starting soon. All the competitions are named after animals. One of the competitions, called the Dolphin Prize, is for 15 to 19-year-olds. So, if you have older brothers and sisters in the school, get them to enter that one. But the one for people of your age, the Tiger Prize, is the one we'd like you to go for. We hope lots of you will try. As some of you may remember, the theme for last year was weather. This time the judges have chosen the topic change. And that could cover a lot of things, couldn't it? A new school, a different house, for example. So, if you want to enter the competition but you're stuck for ideas, have a look at last year's winner on the competition website. You may know the girl who wrote it, Maria Mason from our school, with her poem called Trains. She also got a little book of her poems called Travelling published as part of her prize. Maria won some money for the school too, 1,000 euros. And this time, that's gone up to 2,000, which is very generous. If anyone in the school wins, we'd like to use the money for the library, as we feel that's the right way for it to be spent. Maria's prize money last year was spent on the new computer software. Now, you may feel you'd like to enter the competition, but need some more help. If that's the case, you can look at the website. The head of English, Mr. Winters, has said you will find it really useful.
Now listen again.
Now could everyone sit down, please?
Okay, it seems like you got the answers. Is that your final answer, or would you like to listen again?
I'd like to listen again for 60.
Yes.
I've got an important announcement to make. As you know, the national school poetry competitions that we usually enter are starting soon. All the competitions are named after animals. One of the competitions, called the Dolphin Prize, is for 15 to 19-year-olds. So, if you have older brothers and sisters in the school, get them to enter that one. But the one for people of your age, the Tiger Prize, is the one we'd like you to go for. We hope lots of you will try. As some of you may remember, the theme for last year was weather. This time the judges have chosen the topic change, and that could cover a lot of things, couldn't it? A new school, a different house, for example. So, if you want to enter the competition but you're stuck for ideas, have a look at last year's winner on the competition website. You may know the girl who wrote it, Maria Mason from our school, with her poem called Trains. She also got a little book of her poems called Travelling published as part of her prize. Maria won some money for the school too, 1,000 euros. And this time, that's gone up to 2,000, which is very generous. If anyone in the school wins, we'd like to use the money for the library, as we feel that's the right way for it to be spent. Maria's prize money last year was spent on the new computer software. Now, you may feel you'd like to enter the competition, but need some more help. If that's the case, you can look at the website. The head of English, Mr. Winters, has said you will find it really useful.
That is the end of part 3.
Okay, so would you like me to check your answers now?
Yes.
Okay, so the competition for 11 to 14 is called the Tiger. Very good. T or Tiger Prize. Okay, for this number 15, the topic for this year is change. Very good. Okay, for number 16, the title of last year winning poem was What is this one?
Train.
Trains. Okay. So next, this year, the prize money available is 2,000. Very good. 2,000 euros. Okay. So here, if successful, the school will spend the money on the library. Very good. For further help, see the website. Okay, great job, Binkang. So for this one, you got how many correct answer? This is 1, 2, 3, 4,
5.
and 5. Yes, that is 5 out of 6. So that is still good. So for that, you got a cupcake from teacher. Okay. So now, do you have any question regarding this one?
No, I have any question.
Okay, so now let's proceed to our next slide here. So this time, you can uh, practice reading this transcript. Can you please read this one? Can you see it clearly now, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I want you to read this one, Vinkang.
Okay. Teacher, now could everyone sit down, please? I've got an important announcement to take. As you know, the National School Poetry Competition that we usually enter are starting soon. All the competitions are named after animals. One of the competitions, called Dolphin Prize, is for 15 to 18 years old. So if you have older brother or sister in the school, get them to enter that one. But the hope for people of your age, the Tiger Prize is one we would like you to go for. We hope lots of you will try. As some you may remember, the theme for last year was weather. This time, the judge have chosen the topic change, and that could cover lots of things, couldn't it? New school, a different house, for example. So, if you want to enter the competition but you stuck for ideas, have a look at last year winner competition website. You may know the girl who wrote it. Maria Mason from our school with her poem called Dreams. He also got a little book of her poem called Traveling, published as part as her prize. Maria won some money for school too, 1,000 euros. And this time that's gone up to 2,000, which is very generous. If everyone in the school wins, we would like to use the money for the library, as we feel that's the right way to it to spend. Maria prize money last year was spent on the new computer software. Now, you may feel you would like to enter the competition but need some more help. If that's the case, you can look at the website. The head of English, Mr. Winters, has said you will find it very useful.
Okay, very good, Vinkang. All your pronunciations here are all correct. Okay, so there's no correction for this one. Did you understand about the poetry competition?
Yes, I understand.
Okay, very good. So what is the name of the one competition? What
What
do you
can say it again?
Okay. So
What?
what Yeah, so what do you call the competition that is for ages 15 to 19-year-olds?
That is the Dolphin Prize.
Okay, very good. So you really understand. Do you do you have any question with this one?
No, I don't have any question.
Okay, so now here let's proceed to our part 4. So that is Another 5 points if all your answers are correct. So you're going to look at 6 sentences for this part. You will hear a conversation between a boy named Lucas and a girl who named Claire. Okay, so they have just been to a concert by a band called Candy Floss. And you decide, Vin, if each sentences is correct or incorrect. If it is correct, you put a tick in the box under A for yes. And if it is not correct, you put a tick in the box under B saying no. Okay, did you understand the instruction?
Yes, I understand.
Okay, very good. So now let's listen to numbers 20 to 21.
Now turn to part 4, questions 20 to 25. Look at the 6 sentences for this part. You will hear a conversation between a boy called Lucas and a girl called Claire, who have just been to a concert by a band called Candy Floss. Decide if each sentence is correct or incorrect. If it is correct, choose the letter A for yes. If it is not correct, choose the letter B for no. You now have 20 seconds to look at the questions for part 4. Now we are ready to start. Listen carefully. You will hear the recording twice.
I'm really glad my mum let me go to the concert. I didn't think she would. But there were lots of people our age. What did you think of it, Claire?
Well, I wasn't sure at first if I could go, but luckily Mum and Dad bought me the ticket for my birthday. And wasn't it great? Our seats were only 10 rows from the front. We got a great view.
Well, I was worried about the concert when I saw Candy Floss on TV last month. One band member had just left and they weren't brilliant. But I don't think they've ever performed as well as they did tonight.
And what about their dancing? I thought they needed to do some more work on it when I saw them on TV during the summer, but tonight it was exciting.
You noticed that because you go to dance classes. I wasn't paying attention. Probably too busy looking at their clothes. The dresses they had on in the first half were okay, I suppose. But what were those silver things they changed into after that?
Oh, they always wear those during their concerts. I think they looked really original.
Really awful, you mean? Anyway, what about getting their new album? I'm not sure I can afford it now.
There have been lots of reviews on the internet, and some said it isn't very good. But the songs they did in the concert were great. And I've got all their other albums, so it'll add to my collection.
You should then.
But did I tell you? I've read the main singer's thinking of leaving.
Well, if the fans think someone's leaving the band, they might not buy tickets for the next concert. That means plenty left for us to buy. I'd like to see the band again, wouldn't you?
Absolutely.
Now listen again.
Would you like to listen again, Vin? Hello, Vin. Can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
Okay, would you like to listen again or directly check your answers?
Just check my answer.
Okay, so for number 20, Claire could see the band clearly from where she sat. Okay, so that is yes, very good. For 21, Lucas thinks Candy Floss gave a great performance during the concert. That is yes. Okay, so for 22, Claire feels the band's dancing was better in the summer. So that is no. Okay, so for number 23, Lucas and Claire have the same opinion about the band's costumes. Is this your final answer for number 23?
Yes.
Okay, so that is letter B, no. For 24, Claire is planning to buy the next album by Candy Floss. Is this your final answer?
Yes.
Okay, so this is letter A, yes. So for 25, Lucas thinks tickets for the next concert will be difficult to get. What is your final answer? Is it yes or no?
Uh, that is yes.
Okay, so this is no. What happened to you, Vin? Okay, so you got 1 out of 5. So what can you say about your score? Is it a good score for you or no?
That is a bad score.
Yes, this is a bad score. Okay. So here in our next part, Vin, I want you to listen to the answer and to tell teacher honestly if you cannot listen effectively so that I will let you listen again. Okay? And the tip here, I will give you a tip. Okay. When you, oh, just like here in this part, you got your answers now, right? When I told you, when I asked you if you'd like to listen again, you said no. Okay. But you can say yes to teacher so that um, you can check your answers if this is, if did I mark it correctly. Okay, you do like that so that you will get a good score for every task. Okay, Vin?
Okay.
Okay, so this is just, I think this is just the not so good score that you got for all the entire lessons that we have. Okay, so now let's proceed to this transcript. Okay, so here I want you to read this one. Can you please read Lucas and Claire?
I can. Okay, see it now.
Yeah.
Lucas, I'm really glad my mom let me go to the concert. I didn't think she would, but there were lots of people our age. What did you think of it, Claire? Well, I wasn't sure first if we could go, but luckily Mom and Dad bought me the ticket for my birthday, and wasn't it great? Our seats were only 10 rows from the front. We, we got a great view. Well, I was worried about a concert when I saw Candy Floss on TV last month. One band member had just left and they weren't brilliant, but I don't think they ever performed as well as they did tonight. And what about their dancing? I thought they need to do some work on it and saw them on TV during the summer. But tonight was exciting. You noticed that because you go to 10 classes. I wasn't paying attention, probably too busy look at their clothes. The dresses they had on the first half was okay. I suppose what were those silver things they changed into after that? Oh, they always wear those during their concert. I think they look really original. Really awful. You mean anyway? Yeah, what about getting the new album? I'm not sure I can afford it now. Really, you have been lots of reviews on internet, and some said it isn't very good. But the song they did the concert were great. And I've got all the other albums, so it will add to my collection. Mm, but did I tell you that I've read The Man Singer Thinking of Leaving? Well, if the fans think somebody leave the band, they might not buy tickets for the next concert. That means plenty left us to buy. I would like to see the band again, wouldn't you? Absolutely.
Okay, very good. Thank you for reading this one, Vin. Okay, so did you understand the dialogue between Lucas and Claire?
Yes, I understand.
Okay, so what is the name of the concert that they watched together?
What?
What's the name of the concert that they watched together?
Uh, Candy Floss?
Yes, that is correct. Okay, so here kindly look at this word, Vin. Awful. What does it mean when we say awful?
That is not good. That's bad.
Yes. Okay, so that's why I really like you, Vin, because you're so smart. Ooh, so this is the last part of our lesson now. Okay. So since I think this is it's already time also. So let's just sing this goodbye song, Vin.
Bye bye, teacher.
Okay. Say goodbye, Vin.